Hamas students are now growing ever more resilient, in which case Marco Rubio is doubling down on his duties and arresting these students. Watch this.
Right now, an anti-Israel activist accused of leading protests in Colombia remains in ICE custody in Louisiana, waiting his next hearing. Secretary of State Rubio doubling down, warning, "We will continue to cancel the visas of those whose presence or activities have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences for our country." And a new court filing reveals a PhD candidate involved in anti-Israel protests at Cornell has been ordered to turn himself in as well. State Department spokesperson and our old friend Tammy Bruce joins us now.
It's so weird.
I know.
A confluence of two worlds.
And this is the first time I've seen you in person in months.
First time back here on set. It's great to see everyone at home, and thank you, everybody, and great to see you. Congratulations. Here you are hosting. It's fabulous.
Thank you so much. So this is, I think for most people, this is a very simple issue.
Sure.
If you are here legally or illegally, you're here on a visa or whatever, and you're participating in these things, you're not going to integrate into our country.
Well, look, you're a guest, and this is a very important conversation to have, which we've tended not to have because we haven't had to. But being in this country, as a visitor, it's a privilege. So if you need a visa because you're working here, which is great, and we accommodate that, and there's worker visas. If you're visiting and you need a visa because you're going to school, or even some who might need one for being a tourist, is you go through a process and we ask you questions about what are you going to do here? What is your intention? What are you trying to accomplish? And Secretary Rubio has made it very clear that if you were to say all the things that certain people have done, let's say on the campuses, when you were trying to get your visa, like, oh, look, I support Hamas, I'm going to encourage Jew hatred, I'm going to take over buildings, I love graffiti, we're going to do that, we're going to stop instruction, we would not issue you that visa.
Now, I totally agree with Marco Rubio. Receiving a green card to be in America is a privilege. It is an opportunity to further your education or to find a career. And if you abuse this opportunity by vandalizing private property and setting up protests for terrorist organizations that dislike America, then you shouldn't be in America.
Nature of what you're doing and what you have told us. And if you are doing, as you saw with that tweet, and I would recommend everybody look up Secretary Rubio's Twitter X accounts, I should say, I still call it Twitter, and follow him, because he's made it very clear. This is not a birthright. A green card is not a birthright. A visa can be taken